Namaskar and welcome to Express News with me Deepika, your window to quick and crisp 100 news and updates. Let's begin. President Ramnath Kovind presented Gallantry Awards and Distinguished Service Decorations for the year 2021 at Defence Investiture Ceremony at Rashtrapati Bhavan today. One Mahavir Chakra, one Kirti Chakra, 5 Veer Chakras, including 4 posthumous and 6 Shaurya Chakras, including 1 posthumous, conferred to the personnel of Armed Forces and Indian Coast Guard. 14 Param Vishisht Seva Medals, 2 Uttam Yudh Seva Medals and 23 Ati Vishisht Seva Medals also conferred for Distinguished Service of Exceptional Order. The President awarded Colonel SANTOSH BABU posthumously with Mahavir Chakra. Colonel SANTOSH BABU was martyred in Operation Snow Leopard in Galwan Valley in Ladakh. The award was received by the mother and wife of late Colonel SANTOSH BABU. The President awarded Kirti Chakra posthumously to Subedar SANJIV Kumar of 4 Special Force, Para-Special Force for his valiant act of neutralizing 1 terrorist and injuring 4 others in Jammu and Kashmir's current sector. Wife of Subedar Sanjeev Kumar received the award on his behalf. NAIB Subedar NUDURAM Soren awarded with Veer Chakra posthumously for his act of valor and supreme sacrifice in Operation Snow Leopard in Galwan Valley, Ladakh. The award was received by his wife. President awarded HAVILDARK PALANI of 81 Field Regiment, NAIK DEEPAK Singh of 16th Battalion Bihar Regiment and Sepoy Gurtej Singh of 3rd Battalion Punjab Regiment posthumously with Veer Chakra following down their lives and showing exemplary braveness during Operation Snow Leopard in Galwan Valley. The President also awarded Havildar TEJINDER Singh with Veer Chakra for his selfless commitment and unflinching leadership during Operation Snow Leopard in the Galwan Valley. United States Trade Representative Catherine Tai and Union Minister of Commerce and Piyush Industry Piyush Goyal welcomed the relaunch of the US-India Trade Policy Forum after 4 years. Ambassador Tai and Union Home Minister Piyush Goyal agreed that the revitalized US-India Trade Policy Forum will contribute to deepening the bilateral trade relationship by establishing regular contact aimed at resolving trade obstacles. Union Minister Piyush Goyal said India and the US can truly have a winning partnership. He added that just as the US has embarked on a Build Back Better program, India is working on an Atmanirbhar Bharat. He further said that India wishes for greater engagement with the world on the basis of fair trade and keeping in mind aspirations of 1.3 billion Indians. Union Minister Piyush Goyal said that it is a delightful moment that India and the US have been able to rejuvenate the Trade Policy Forum. He expressed hope that together India and the US can revitalize the forum to engage and resolve outstanding issues in an amicable manner. US Trade Representative Ambassador Catherine Tai said that enhancing US-India trade relations is top priority and engagements under Trade Policy Forum will help in achieving new heights in several sectors. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to lay foundation stone of Noida International Airport in Jewar on 25th of November. Airport in line with Prime Minister's vision towards creating a future-ready aviation sector. Enhancing trade relation with India is our top priority. Uttar Pradesh is poised to become the only state in India to have 5 international airports. Uttar Pradesh is witnessing the development of multiple new international airports. The Noida International Airport will be the 2nd international airport to come up in Delhi NCR. It will help decongest the IGI airport. Airport conceptualized with an integrated multi-modal cargo hub with focus on reducing total cost and time for logistics. It will help the region attract huge investments, boost rapid industrial growth. Noida and Delhi will be connected to the airport through a hassle-free metro service. The airport will also be linked to the planned Delhi-Varanasi high-speed rail. Noida International Airport will be India's first net zero emissions airport. It has earmarked dedicated land to be developed as forest park. The development of the first phase of the airport is being done with a cost of over 10,050 crore rupees. Union Minister for Finance and Corporate Affairs Nirmala Sitharaman launched various projects and schemes of banks, Small Industries Development Bank of India and National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development of worth rupees 165 crore today. SENSEX ended 198.44 points higher at 58,664.33 on Tuesday. NIFTY advanced by 86.80 points to close at 17,503.35. Gold prices fell today by 283 rupees to reach at 47,646 rupees. Silver also slumped by 1.61% to reach 63,549 rupees. Crude oil prices also tumbled on Tuesday to reach at 5,667 rupees per barrel. Rupee slipped by 3 paise to close at 74.42 against the US dollar. Paytm's parent company 197 Communication shares continues to tumble following a weak listing last week. Paytm shares made a weak debut in the secondary market with 197 stock ending 27% lower on that day compared to the issue price. US President Joseph Biden prepares to announce the release of oil from the nation's strategic petroleum reserve in concert with several other countries. The Biden administration has asked a wide range of countries, including China, to consider releasing stocks of crude. US President Joe Biden on Monday nominated Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell for a second 4-year term, positioning the former investment banker to continue the most consequential revamp of monetary policy since the 1970s and finish guiding the economy out of the pandemic crisis. With the administration of 71,92,154 vaccine doses in the last 24 hours, India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage has exceeded 117.63 crores. The recovery of 12,202 patients in the last 24 hours has increased the cumulative tally of recovered patients since the beginning of the pandemic to 3,39,46,749. Consequently, India's recovery rate stands at 98.32%. Sustained and collaborative efforts by the centre and the state as well as the union territories continue the trend of less than 50,000 daily new cases that is being reported for 149 consecutive days now. 7,579 new cases were reported in the last 24 hours. The active case load presently stands at 1,13,584. Active cases presently constitute 0.33% of the country's total positive cases, which is lowest since March 2020. The testing capacity across the country continues to be expanded. The last 24 hours saw a total of 9,64,980 tests being conducted. India has so far conducted over 63.34 crore cumulative tests. Weekly positivity rate at 0.93% remains less than 2% for the last 60 days now. The daily positivity rate reported to be 0.79%. The daily positivity rate has remained below 2% for last 50 days and below 3% for 85 consecutive days now. COVID-19 cases soar across the world. The virus has so far infected more than 25 crore 84 lakh people. Recoveries has crossed 23 crore 39 lakh globally. COVID-19 has claimed over 51 lakh 75,000 lives worldwide. The US continues to register the highest number of cases and the deaths. The country has over more than 4 crore 87 lakh cases and fatalities, standing above 7,94,000. Europe is witnessing another surge of COVID from past few weeks. United Kingdom has registered the highest number of cases in Europe. Virus has infected over 98 lakh people. France is also battling a surge in COVID-19 cases with over 74 lakh cases now. The US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the State Department has advised against travel to Germany and Denmark because of a rising number of COVID cases. The CDC elevated its travel recommendation to level 4, that is very high for the 2 European countries. German Chancellor Angela Merkel said that measures being taken to stop the spread of the coronavirus in Europe's biggest economy were insufficient and that stronger action needed to be taken. Germany has already decided to limit large parts of public life in areas where hospitals are becoming full of COVID-19 patients to those who've either been vaccinated or have recovered from the illness. Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte lashed out at rioters who rampaged through cities across the Netherlands when protests against coronavirus police turned violent. At least 130 people have been arrested, 4 injured, and several police officers were injured since the violence began in the port city of Rotterdam on Friday. President Emmanuel Macron described the situation in Guadeloupe as very explosive and called for calm on the island. The French president said the authorities had his full solidarity and urged people not to fall for the lies and manipulation. French Prime Minister Jean Castex has tested positive for COVID-19 and isolated himself. Castex met with Belgian Prime Minister Alexander De Croo and other officials during the day. Castex's daughter had tested positive too for the virus. The French Prime Minister will continue to work and will remain in isolation for 10 days. Castex's positive test coincides with several European countries tightening restrictions to slow down infections and the number of people being hospitalized with COVID-19. Israel began rolling out Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccinations for 5 to 11 years old. Vaccination drives were also carried in mobile vaccination units. In Kenya, government has issued new health regulations to prevent a surge of COVID-19 cases. Kenyans will have to prove that they are fully vaccinated to gain access to government services in hospitals, education, tax and immigration offices, as well as many public places from 21st of December. The United States pharmaceutical giant Pfizer has said that company's COVID-19 vaccine provided strong long-term protection against the virus in a late-stage study conducted among adolescents aged 12 to 15 years. A suspect who drove a speeding SUV into dozens of people at a Christmas parade in Wisconsin, killing 5 people and injuring dozens, is out on bail from a domestic abuse case. US President Joseph R. Biden said his administration was monitoring the situation in Waukesha very closely. He also said the entire community is struggling to cope with these horrific acts of violence. The United Nations on Monday pushed for urgent action to prop up Afghanistan's banks, warning that a spike in people unable to repay loans, lower deposits and a cash liquidity crunch could cause the financial ecosystem to collapse within months. Venezuelans had mixed feelings after the country's National Electoral Council awarded victory to the ruling Socialist Party in 20 governorships and 3 to opposition politicians in an initial announcement on Monday following local and regional elections. US First Lady Dr. Jill Biden received the White House's Christmas tree. This year's the tree is an 18.5-foot brazier fir from North Carolina. The tree, which arrived on a horse-drawn wagon, will eventually be placed in the Blue Room, in keeping with a tradition that started during Dwight Eisenhower's administration. A manuscript co-authored by legendary physicist Albert Einstein that depicts the inception of the general theory of relativity, one of his most notable discoveries, will go under the hammer in Paris. The 54-page document called the Einstein-Bissot manuscript is one of two surviving working documents that record the birth of Einstein's theory, with other being Einstein's notes preserved at the archives of the University of Jerusalem. According to Christie's auction house, the document produced by Einstein and his colleague, along with his friend Swiss physicist Michel Bezot, between June 1913 and early 1914 has an estimated value of between 2 to 3 million euros. Northern Germany's Rostock Zoo announced the recent birth of polar bear twins and released a short video of proud mother Sizzle tending to her offspring. German media quoting the zoo reported Sizzle was doing a great job looking after her two babies. In France, a rare carpet from the Imperial Palace in Beijing's Forbidden City, hidden from the public eye in the last 34 years, will be auctioned in Christie's Paris. Woven in the Ming Dynasty in the 16th century, the square carpet is adorned with two 5-clawed dragons and a pearl motif at its center. Amid music and gratitude, Mexican mariachis honor the patron saint of music, Saint of Cecilia, for helping to get them through the pandemic. Musicians and their families attended masses for Saint Cecilia with gatherings in the Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe and in Garibaldi Square. In Australia's Christmas Island, crab migration continued as millions of red crabs continued emerging from the center of the island for their annual migration journey to the ocean on the island off the coast of Western Australia. According to the Christmas Island National Park, this year's migration has just been absolutely epic. The roads have been a seething mass of red crabs. It has caused traffic jams on this small island and people having to get out of their cars and rake them out the way. In Japan, visitors and local residents in the northern Japanese city of Sapporo enjoy nighttime winter illuminations in a park along streets and in two popular squares. Trees, ornaments and monuments have been decked out with a total of 730,000 LED lights. In Japan, the annual light show has been attracting tourists during the festive winter season since the year 1981. Due to the coronavirus pandemic, Christmas market events as part of an exchange program with the German city of Munich will be held online this year. Visitors have been flocking to the Japan's Kyoto to enjoy the colors as the autumn leaves are at their peak in many parts of the country. Many headed to the scenic Ariyashima areas on Tuesday, Labor Thanksgiving Day holiday. Britain's Prince William presented this year's winners of the Tusk Conservation Awards. During a ceremony held at the London's BFI South Bank, the Duke of Cambridge gave a short speech in which he underlined the importance of conservation work in Africa to fight climate change. After 11 days of swimming across Titicaca Lake, a French trio of swimmers arrived in Peru. The trio, consisting of Paralympic athlete Theo Curin, Olympic athlete Malia Mitela and eco-adventurer Matthew Vitoit, began the challenge in Copacabana, Bolivia and finished on the Euros floating islands 120 kilometers away. UNICEF Regional Director for Europe and Central Asia, UNICEF, jointly with the Ministries of Health and Preschool Education of Uzbekistan, has released BABU, its first mobile parenting app to support parents and other caregivers of children from 0 to 6 years old. In Myanmar's MODAL region, lettuce is helping residents to earn profit. Lettuce is cultivated for 5 varieties of gold. The lettuce is exported not only locally but also far away. Opener KL Rahul has been ruled out of the upcoming Test series against New Zealand due to an injury. India have made a late addition to their Test squad as a result by picking Suryakumar Yadav just 2 days ahead of the first Test in Kanpur. In badminton, world champion PV Sindhu and former world number 1 Srikanth Kidambi will lead India's challenge at the Indonesia Open. Starting in Bali, the tournament will feature all Indian shuttlers that competed at last week's Indonesia Masters, where two Indians, Sindhu and Srikanth, reached the semi-finals. Shah Rukh Khan pulled off a heist with the last 6 balls to guide his team to a record third Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy title. Defending champion Tamil Nadu was left needing 16 runs to win from the last over after the top and middle order failed to score at an adequate rate. Shah Rukh Khan's unbeaten 33 of 15 was instrumental in taking his team over the line from a precarious 57 to win of 28 balls. Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports Anurag Singh Thakur reached Muzaffarnagar and encouraged the players participating in sports competitions. The Union Minister also played with the players in the volleyball court. He interacted with wrestling players as well. Deaf Cricket Premier League is being organised in Bhopal by the Deaf Cricket Association. 8 cricket teams from all over the country are participating in this tournament, organised at Faith Cricket Club. From the tournament, players will also be selected for the upcoming Deaf Cricket World Cup, which is scheduled to be held in Qatar in March 2022. FIH Odisha Hockey Men's Junior World Cup is all set to kickstart from Wednesday, 24th of November. In the first group stage match, India will be up against France, and with just 1 day to go, Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik shared the pictures of the stadium, which is all set to host the international event. Barcelona midfielder Pedri won the 2021 Golden Boy Award for the best under-21 player playing in a European country's top division. 18 years old Pedri beat England and Borussia Dortmund midfielder Jude Bellingham to the award by a record 199 points. Seeking to assure themselves of a place in the last 16 of Champions League, Barcelona welcome Benfica to Camp Nou tonight. Group 8's top 2 clash in London tonight in UEFA Champions League as Chelsea and unbeaten leaders Juventus battle it out for supremacy in Champions League section, while the Old Lady triumphed in Turin when the club last met before going on to seal progress to the last 16 with 4 wins from 4. The reigning champions are just a point away from confirming their place in the knockout stages. Having already sealed their place in the last 16 of the Champions League, Bayern Munich faced Dynamo Kiev in tonight's Group B clash. Julian Nagelsmann's side have taken 12 points from 12 to sit at the top of the rankings, whereas the Ukrainian hosts are last with just 1 point to their name. On the day 4 at International Film Festival of India, tributes are being paid to Kal Purush, directed by Buddhadev Dasgupta, and to veteran actor Surekha Sikri in Badhai Ho. Satyajit Ray's Jalsagar was also screened. Renowned director Ashok Vishwanathan's film in the non-feature category was in the center of attraction on day 4 of the International Film Festival of India. Also in the masterclasses, renowned director Shujit Sarkar will talk about his film Uttam Singh. A comedy from France and a drama from Israel took the top honors at the International Emmy Awards in New York. The 4th season of the popular sitcom Call My Agent earned the Best Comedy trophy, which producers hope will bring the show even more attention. Many of the night's winners appeared via live stream in Emmy Awards, including Best Actor and Actress winners David Tennant and Hailey Squires. US stars Joshua Jackson, rapper and actor Method Man, and Vanessa Williams graced the Emmy Awards ceremony, with their performance being in night's presenters. Oscar-winning actress Halle Berry moved into the director's chair for the first time for new drama Proust, a film she also stars as a washed-up mixed martial arts fighter who attempts to revive her career. Walt Disney's latest film Encanto aims to celebrate Colombia's diversity, its people and its music, and sends a message about overcoming challenges. The film is set to open in US theaters on 24th of November. The Matrix Resurrections has gotten the green light for an eventual theatrical release in China. However, the film is yet to be released on the release date. Williamson and his Westward producing partner Jordan Tappies have teamed up with SK Global to produce the show about $5 billion corruption case based on the best-selling book $1 Billion Whale, The Man Who Fooled Wall Street, Hollywood and the World. English actress Kelly Brook has turned 43 today. She's worked for several television shows including Strictly Come Dancing and Britain's Got Talent. And with this, it's a wrap for now, but news continues here on DD India. So keep watching and tracking. Namaskar.